Last time on Shadow Peace, Moria returned from the dead, together with an aura of dread and fear. The death god Gecko Moria has awakened to finally get his revenge. With even more confidence and the responsibility that comes with this power, he is not scared of the person that basically just killed him. Daring to sit on a throne on top of the enemy's territory is already a lot, but after everything Moria learned in the past minutes, he can't help himself but look down on Kaido just a bit. He was already in control of the battle when the last round ended. Now, how will it turn out this time? The people in the performance floor are completely confused. Not only did the Thriller Bark commanders return on some sort of stone elevator, Kaido was dragged upwards by the same sort of mechanism. All the samurai can do is once again stare at Yuma and wait for an answer. But even the sword god himself was lost. This situation doesn't make any sense. He just puts his hand on his face and starts laughing. Who needs logic to begin with? Moria was for sure dead. That is the undeniable truth. But he already revived me. So who is to say what will happen in the future? Bringing people back from the dead is impossible. Every child knows that fact. But what if it wasn't? Wouldn't it bring joy to everyone in the world? Well, the answer is, it depends. The normal zombies Moria creates are nothing like the people the bodies belonged to when they were alive. The only case of a true revival is Ryuma, and for a very short time Ace. What makes them different from other zombies? That is still an unsolved mystery. Moria's mission is not to bring joy, and it never will be. All he wants to do now is learn the truth of the world. What happened in the past? What will happen in the future? He wants to know all these things. As the person overseeing death, Moria will forever be connected to suffering and grief. He cannot change that fact, so he just has to embrace it. Marco and Izo notice the same thing. Moria's return completely caught them by surprise. With Marco's Phoenix abilities, they easily could have left the island, just flew away. But Izo insisted on staying to help the samurais till the very end. While Izo doesn't plan to leave Wano in the foreseeable future, Marco is not the same. Having both Ace's and Whitebeard's bodies, he wants to return to Sphinx Island, give them a proper burial, and see what happens from there. The Whitebeard Pirates are done. Everybody will go on their own ways, only meeting up from time to time. Technically, we don't even know what everybody there is doing. All of the commanders from the Whitebeard Pirates or Jozu and the other strong people, we don't know if they're alive or where they are. Even the Thriller Bark Pirates don't know how to react to what they just saw. But one thing is clear, they are happy Moria is back. He is part of their family after all. Brook still wants to travel around the globe so that he can return to Laboon and tell him all about his journey. Sanji may not be a member of the crew, but right now he is with them and his dream of finding the All Blue is still ongoing. Together with his new family, the Big Mom Pirates, he will one day do just that. Big Mom's current situation is unknown to him and everybody else. He doesn't know what is happening in Whole Cake Island either. All he can do is hope for the best. He still wants to introduce his wife Pudding to Zeph and the other cooks of the Baratie after all. Hawkback is nowhere to be seen. He still has to be somewhere on Onigashima, but he is one of the people that don't know about Moria's revival. Whether he crawls back to the Thriller Bark Pirates or escapes from piracy completely is unknown. As their doctor on Wano, he can make a living for himself. And even without rejoining the crew, he would be known as a part of the heroes that fought for Wano's freedom. Hawkback is a scumbag. Through and through. He doesn't have any big dreams, he just wants money and that's basically it. Absalom on the other hand, he lost his home, the kingdom he was raised in. It would be a dream for him to rebuild it, but it doesn't necessarily have to happen. He would also love to form a family and have children in the future. All that became even clearer to him with his near-death experience. However, helping Moria on his journey comes first. The further they go on this journey, the better Absalom's abilities and connections become. Once everything is over, achieving his dreams will be as simple as a walk in the park. And finally, the last human member of the Thriller Bark Pirates, Perona, the Ghost Princess. She is very happy at the moment. Moria is alive. That's all she could ask for after what just happened. If she had to say one specific dream, it would probably just be to live a relaxing life as a princess. So why not become the princess of the entire world? As a pirate crew, they still have a lot to do. Saving and helping out the citizen of Wano country is just the first step. Well, there also is the zombie member Ryuma. His dream is pretty obvious. Wano needs to recover its glory. The current samurai have to grow at least so much that they can be compared to his comrades in the past. Surpassing them would be the best case scenario for him, but the question still remains, can Ryuma stay behind in Wano without Moriya being close by? On the rooftop, another big "Ororororororo" can be heard. Kaido is now in his hybrid form, ready for his next combat session. He doesn't even question Moriya anymore. Obviously his powers are special, even a complete idiot would have understood that by now. Two legends facing each other, once again. In his Zoan form, Moriya is much taller than in his ordinary appearance. With a height of 25 meters, he is big, even for a giant, but this size is nothing to the bridge guard he saw in Hell, or Hisanashi herself. The gloomy aura radiating from Moriya's body also kept growing stronger and stronger. While Kaido is laughing, his face still looks like he is sad about something. The same is true for everybody else on the flying island. Death brings negative emotions wherever she goes, so naturally this trait is also a part of Moriya's abilities. However, at the current moment it is still very uncontrolled. Moriya's smug energy can be felt even under his frown, so it comes with no surprise what he says next.
I pity you, Kaido. The person you are waiting for hasn't been born yet, but I will kill you before you even have the chance to meet them. Now, attack me with all you have. Once you are done, I will finish this with 3 moves.
He holds up 3 fingers to help people with bad hearing to understand. We know what Kaido will do. He doesn't fall for Moriya's taunt, but the offer of attacking him with everything he got is still going to be used. To start things off, Kaido approaches Moriya. The calmness of the Shadow Emperor is impressive. The surrounding area is completely quiet. Everybody and everything is anticipating how this battle will turn out. While his hybrid form isn't his most defensive transformation, at this point Kaido doesn't care about defense. The overwhelming power of the hybrid Azure Dragon is the best for him. First, Kaido swings his weapon, screaming,
Laimi Haki!
The electricity of the Conqueror's Haki zaps through the air, but the entire impact gets absorbed. Moriya uses one of his new powers to create multiple layers of earth walls to block the attack. First technique cleared. Without a moment of hesitation, Kaido swings another time with his next stronger attack, Thunder Bellow Bagua. The speed of the attack creates cracks in the floor, however it also gets blocked by Moriya's earth walls, even though this time the amount of walls Kaido crashes through has increased by a lot. Kaido jumps backwards. His first 2 attacks didn't connect, so now it's time for his ranged arsenal. The King of the Beast generates crescent-shaped air blades that fly towards Moriya. This demolition gust manages to cut through all the earth layers, but Moriya still remains on his throne, undamaged. In the time the wind slashes flew through the battlefield, Kaido started preparing his breath attack. More and more fire and lightning get stored in his mouth, until with one scream, he unleashes his strongest Thunder Borrow breath. The strength of this beam attack alone leaves the ground melted and the clouds get burned away. Shortly before it reaches Moriya, he stretches out his arm and a wave of green-violet hellfire spawns in front of Moriya. Over the course of this night, many incredible things happened, but seeing Moriya's flames burn away Kaido's fire breath has to be one of the wildest spectacles. Kaido's Thunder Borrow breath gets incinerated like a piece of paper. Ranged attacks don't work either. With that revelation, Kaido decides to put it all in one last combination attack. With a run-up, the strongest creature jumps up into the air, wielding his weapon Saikai two-handed and quickly spinning it above his head as he imbues it with Conqueror's Haki, making it exude black lightning. Here comes the Conquerors of Three Worlds, Ragnarok. All of the forces come together when Kaido swings his club down with great might. The earth walls Moriya created all crack under the weight of the weapon. And finally, the club connects with Moriya's heads. Like an accordion, his head gets pushed in before it stretches out again. However, before Moriya can even recover from being hit, Kaido continues, directly following up with his Kundali Dragon Swarm. Here he spins Hasaikai once again, creating momentum and imbuing it with Conqueror's Haki. Then he delivers a series of high-speed swings with his weapon, barraging the enemy. After the first hit, Moriya is not prepared to counter. His sitting body gets clapped left and right and up and down by all the club attacks. but Kaido lets him remain on the throne. At least for now. This is the last part of Kaido's combo. His next attack is supposed to finish Maria off once again. The Death God touches his head. The idea of having god powers already came to his head. Arrogance is the downfall of many great people. Kaido holds his weapon in one hand, swinging it back like a baseball player, and with one motion, he crashes into his target. The Destroyer of Death, Thunder Bagua, smashes Moria through his throne and sends him flying backwards. Kaido's skills have been used up. No more hidden tricks. If Moria comes back, the beast has to finish this with everything he already revealed. And this is the end of today's episode of Shadow Piece. I hope you liked it. If you enjoyed it, click on that subscribe button and that like button. That's all from me for today. All that to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. This has been Pyro Primer, and we will see each other again in the next video. Until then, take care, bye!